so there's a couple of announcements around that I need to make. I also want to take us outside very briefly. There's a mural that's been just plastered on our wall. And if anybody paid any attention to the Arabic media, you would believe the world order is about to crumble. Simply, it's a symbolic message which requires that women are their own guardian and that women ought to be free to make choices and independent to make their own choices. Now, this idea seems to really clash with the Arab world and its thinking around the status of women. I'm not comparing whose atrocities are worse towards women or not, but what I am simply saying is the phenomenon of male dominance is global and each requires its own specific cultural interrogation. Let's not compare and judge, that's easy. The difficult work is to come back to one another and reacquaint with our sense of compassion and humanity, and in a way that we can move forward during this era, a very, very difficult time, and certainly for the next decade. The fallout of the Trump phenomenon is something we can't even imagine. And this is not to put a dampener on the end of the year, but it is to arm ourselves with a reality. The truth needs to be told in order to reconcile what we need to do to move forward. Now, I will invite a couple of speakers to come up. Asil will do a song and somebody will make an announcement. But lastly, I do want to end with this idea that Audre Lorde or Marxists, any radical movement who chose to speak against establishments in the past, has put forward this idea that a master's tools cannot dismantle a master's house. Are you familiar with that? No? Well, it's this idea that you can't reform a system, it needs to collapse in order for it to be fair. What I put to you is there's Google. So we can reacquaint with how to. Maybe we can how to master's tools dismantling the master's house. But without further ado, let me quickly have Asil sing us out, and then if you don't mind, we'll take you outside for and we'll have a quick look at the wall, which is causing a stir, and have a safe and happy and Christmas, New Year, whatever it is that you believe in, and let's come back more solidified next year in our humanity. Thank you very much.